Wait, does that? I wish I knew. Although it doesn't really matter. I can just turn it off anyways. Doesn't matter. Scooty lum. Meow, 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 meow. Oops. Ugh. I don't know what's on the menu. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I can play this and make fun of it for like 3 hours. Would you enjoy that? I'd just play that for 3 hours and make fun of it. Even if I win every game. I kind of want to play Muldrotha, but I expect this to not show up in a lot of games because it's so much mana. There's also Ghost Vacuum in like a lot of decks. So yeah, I might not be able to afford it. I wouldn't be surprised if all like the it must have a lot of mandatory cards because it's so restrictive in standard. Did I look up set AA3? Is it standard? I don't know. Oh, it's an anthology. Alright, well, if it's not for standard, then... Are the cards in... Actually, are they in the store? I saw there's like a 1.5 gigabyte download. These are old. These are old. Old. Anthology 1 and 2. How old is 2? Oh, not that old at all. Okay, that's just like the most recent one. Huh, so it's not in the store yet, but it just got downloaded. I'm sure the Spider-Man set showed up with it as well. I appear to be not seeing stuff. Ah! There we are. We got crop rotation? Oh my... Necromancy? Hey, Noble Hierarch. It's another 1-drop for the green decks, but it's kind of restrictive because it has to be blue, white, and green at the same time. Yep, we got this. This shuffles your whole library, right? All right. Well, rip to mill decks. If ever someone wanted to mill somebody, that just flew out the window. We got Annihilator, huh? So more giant, goofy things. I mean, we already have giant, crazy stuff, but Annihilator is definitely very scary. Cauldron for Cloud, Batterskull for Cloud. I don't expect Chite to see play anywhere. Assault Strobe is pretty cool. Wasn't this already in the game? Nah, maybe it's just that one commander that shuffles them in your deck. Exploration? Oh, crop rotation finds strip mine. Oh no. I mean, that's it then. That's it. It's over. It's done. I abandoned Timeless Brawl just in time. It's ridiculous. We got a better Azusa, too. Can't be the commander, though. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, they're actually turning Historic Brawl into, like, a... something that is pushing past CEDH with what is considered bannable. I wonder if we will get Jeweled Lotus. Just because, like, there's no legal place for it in paper. So they just want, like, a card to be castable. Jeweled Lotus is one of the rarest examples of an unplayable card because you can't even play it in Vintage. It's a very, very strange card. Just because they banned it. Wow. Yeah, these two are probably the best ones in this pile. Honestly, this is cool. I do like the blue mana tithe. I'm surprised we didn't get this one first. This is cool. I like that. I have no problem with this one. Miscalc is a neat card. I don't hate it. It's just a weird mana leak that is in Legacy Draft and I think Vintage Draft and Magic Arena or Magic Online. Shelldock Isle, sure. Void Walker, sure. Not too upset with that one. Necromancy's pretty cool. I don't have an issue with that one either. I know Stick Fingers and stuff would like it. The fact that it costs less than like 4 is nice, but the flash part is whatever. I actually own a bunch of these on paper. They're like $70 now. It's crazy. And maybe that's not true, but Chain Lightning, yep, just another Lightning Bolt. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Okay. We got some, like, insane cards, and then the most random things imaginable. You got it. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, these two are nuts. I don't have a problem with Noble Hierarch. If it was mono green, I would, but that's just fine. We got Fallen Shinobi. I don't expect this to see play anywhere. Batterskull and Cauldron in some certain decks. I'm sure there's like someone out there that's going to make Memory Jar busted. Who knows? Yavimaya. Alright, cool. Green color fixing is the least relevant of the 5, but sure. And just more giant dumb stuff. I think it's kind of cool to see Emrakul. That's neat. No Kozilek, though. It's like they just admit that Kozilek's always the worst one of the 3, all 3 times, for whatever reason. Though the original Kozilek is pretty solid. But yeah, it's these two that are... These two that are just busted. This is a common! That means just everyone has it immediately. Oh, you can craft them, even though they're not in the store yet. Okay. And this is a rare, not a mythic. I think Burgeoning was a mythic? This one's just better. They're almost identical, but this one is a little bit better. It lets you do stuff like you can now do Chrome Box, land, exploration, land, Arboreal Grazer, land. And then you can vomit your whole hand out turn 1 if you're green now. You can do it very consistently. Oh, just something to take note of. These are the 2 you must craft if you play Historic Brawl. Everything else is whatever. And if you're not playing green, then I'll make fun of you. That's what we'll do. Alright, back to Standard Brawl. Because we need to run from all that. Maybe I'll play with those cards later. I would like to see Azusa with crop rotation. It's ridiculous. Azusa crop rotation is now Historic Brawl. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's AA4? Why? Why did they do that? Why must they separate? This is the most random chunk of cards ever? How do people know this? Yeah, we have Sylvan Scrying. That's true. We've already had that. We've had that for a very long time, right? Yeah. Crop rotation, decisively different, but yeah, we have a ton of ways to find strip mine already. And a ton of ways to reanimate it. It's just crop rotation is absolutely bonkers. It also plays really well against land destruction because you can sack your own land in response and stuff. It also plays really well against Blood Moon and stuff because you can just sack a non-basic if you want. Yeah, crop rotation's in a league of its own. It was on the WotC website? Oh, okay. We're getting Iona, but it'll be banned in Brawl. That's fair. I can't imagine Iona being the most oppressive thing, but it just leads to very stupid games. Where like, oh, I want to play a mono blue commander, and then your opponent successfully names like Angel on a Cavern of Souls turn 9, and then you can't play the game anymore because it just like played an uncounterable stupid thing. But I wouldn't say Iona is particularly busted power level wise. I think it's busted gameplay wise. It just kind of like ruins someone's game. Someone in my play group on paper played Iona, and it was the sole reason I had to stop playing Shieldred as a commander. Because once it resolved, I couldn't do anything, and I couldn't like kill it on the stack as mono black. I just couldn't do anything. You play it and I lose. Like I think that leads to lame games. Although it is, again, it's like a 9-drop, right? It's like a 9-drop. If your opponent cheats it into play, they could have simply cheated something giant and stupid into play, and all the same, and you would have lost to that. It's just the fact that it like shuts down further gameplay, which I think is a little goofy. Little goofy. All right. Am I tripping? I'm having a senior citizen moment. Oh, it's because it's mono green. I'm like, where isn't it like an 11-drop? What do you hit people with in standard with it? Until end of turn, it's toughness. So you don't necessarily have to play... Yeah, we were playing Iona. This was a long time ago, mind you. I've been playing EDH for more than 4 months. Or whenever Iona got banned. Iona got banned a little... not long after that moment, which was... It lined up... Because I remember the ban because... Iona single-handedly blew up my Shieldred deck. Like, it fell apart. I took it apart and played something else. Like, it single-handedly destroyed my deck. And then, like, 2 or 3 weeks after that, Iona happened to get banned. It was, like, right at the turning point of that moment. If I only held out for another, like, 3 weeks, I would have gotten it. It was, like, right at the same moment. Alright. I mean, yeah. Oh, I love Fog Bank. There's so much removal, though. I mean, if your removal goes into Fog Bank, who cares? Okay, not a lot of defending creatures, but that's okay. You don't actually have to play creatures of defender. Creature decks are going to just absolutely hate this. Is this tapped? It is. Does it untap itself? Does it untap it? No. It took them a very long time to ban it. I don't necessarily disagree about how long it took to ban it. I think it's fine. It just, like, it had its time, and then they just decided to move on. I don't necessarily have a problem with it having lasted as long as it did. I also don't necessarily have a significant issue with it. It's just very it can just ruin a game of Magic. And I don't think a lot of people like that. Llanowar Elves taps for 2 for the whole clad, right? I'm not sure if that even matters that much. Yeah, it leads to non-games. Look, I'm gonna say tribal until I'm doomed. They know like millennials are just gonna say tribal instead of kindred. I forgot kindred was a word until you just said it. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna say this is a tribal stream. That's what this is. We say tribal around here. But I'm sure like newer players, when it like slowly rotates out and new cards say kindred, it'll stop being said. Oh yeah, we got Hammer Skull. What am I drawing towards? Like, let's say I hit someone and draw 10 cards. What do those cards look like? What do those cards look like? Colossal Rattleworm is actually kind of neat. Oh, we can play Gigantosaurus somehow? Probably not. That might be difficult to... That might be difficult. What am I drawing towards? Let's say I draw 10 cards. All I would have done so far is draw more of the same thing that would make me draw the first time. Why does that matter? What are my win conditions here? They deal damage equal to their toughness? Maybe. Oh yeah, someone in chat just said that, okay. So damage equal to toughness seems ideal. It does give me something to draw towards, which is the main thing here. I'm gonna ask Goat Bear to link his list. I guess it's in my search history. I think it is. Craterhoof? That one's the game. It doesn't work with Defender, but who cares? You don't need every creature to attack for this to kill your opponent. I don't know what a turtle, like, defensive list or tribal turtle, because it is literally a turtle. I don't know what you mean. Are there enough turtles in Madness? Okay, maybe no. Oh, well, there's this card. As long as you control 10 lands, stuff happens. Look at the toughness. Wait. Okay. I mean, we can go deep. We can go, like, super deep. What about this thing? Damage isn't removed. Oh, this costs 8, though. All damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents is dealt to this. Okay, I've seen this a couple times. I don't think I'm going to craft this one. It also costs 8, so it's a little... I'd rather my 8-drop be like something like Craterhoof Behemoth, so then I could just suddenly turn everything sideways and win. This also has a lot of issues just dying very quickly to a wall of things, like 20 damage against me when I'm not maybe interacting too much is wait, what about this? Whenever this attacks, put stun. Oh, okay. I mean, it's okay. What do we have for changelings? I don't think we have any, do we? Okay, we got 2. Oh, it's on Aether. Aetherhoob. Arthur Herb. Lanny's Bushwhack. Alright, so fights. Chokies. I kind of like Tortoise. Oh, I forgot about Zealot. Commas, like, it has to hit your opponent. I mean, he's got trample. Jumbo Cactus. Alright, I don't know about that one. Yeah, Lumina's probably a really good idea. Oop. Oh yeah, Kellen. I, like, never play that. Yeah, the problem, the Mythic Turtle shows up when like, you already have 8 mana. It's easy for your opponent to kill this as well. They can just kill it by swinging. I mean, to be fair, it can block, though. It can block. I would much rather have Craterhoof as, like, an explosive... Like, you can just cast 8 mana win the game sometimes. I could maybe just not play any defender cards, so that's even more consistent. To be fair, I'm not running many. Wait, how many am I running? That's not how you spell defender, is it? No, I don't think so. Oh, there's only 5. This can help activate my commander's ability. Oh, wow. Whenever you next activate... Okay, not exhaust, though. Cost 4? Yeah, wow, that's kind of neat. Okay, I'm going to argue Fogbank might not be what I want to do. Oh, you're running Fogbank, though. I kind of forgot about ramp spells. Oops. Oh, Blooming Region. Oh, shoot. This is, like, really good. Probably all of the ramp spells, actually. That cost 2 and 3 and stuff. Glimpsies. Worldies. Heapies. How many deserts are there? More than I thought. Can I cast this with Flash, and does that matter? Exile this from your graveyard, search your library. I mean, I really like this card. No one's gonna play around it. The Ambush Viper we wish we all had. I mean, yeah, Fogbank's one of my favorite blue cards. I love Fogbank. What is this game? This is, I can't think of anything funny to say. What if I ran it? What if I went doot 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 doot? Oh, this is a desert. Doot. And then probably the 4-mana desert card, just so I can do that more. What about this one? 3 mana, search library for a desert, put it on the battlefield. Is 3 mana ramp spell that has the upwards chance of making a giant token. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, you mean like the game literally? Yeah, this is the card game Magic the Gathering. From like 1994 or something. Probably these. I don't really like counter spells here. I feel like I'm tapping out on my turn very often. And there's just not really many counter spells in Standard anyways. I do like Frogifies though. I do. These are just so devastating for a lot of decks. Is there only 3? Oh, there's one more. Okay, it's one you don't see too often. Yeah, these just shut down a lot. I don't really like this one. I'm gonna try without counter spells. Elusive Rebuke? I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about River's Rebuke. Oh, right. Mana. Lands. Lands. I've already conceded we lose the sweepers. I mean, I can run negate, but I mean, Cavernous Souls is weird. Yeah, it's just weird. Again, most decks don't even have counter spells. We have enough. I'm not gonna worry about Cavernous Souls right now. I don't want Sanctum. I kind of don't want Hedge Maze. There's already enough colorless and tap lands. This isn't necessary. I don't know, someone's gonna yell at me if I don't play it, so. Did I not? Yeah, there it is. I'll play Starting Town, though. I just don't want to get tripped up with stuff. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Egypt. Oh, wait. Maybe this is more of a Wild West kind of desert, so like Australian outback, Midwest America. Yeah, it's maybe not like Egyptian desert. Especially with all like the cactus and stuff. Cacti. Cacti. Alright. I'm gonna slide in the... I'm gonna just slip the negate in nice and quiet. As I say it out loud. Case of the Locked Spagoo. 7 lands. I'm not worried about that too much. Blossies. Oh, loot's pretty interesting. It's okay. Playing additional land from hand. Not terribly excited about that, though. What's this do? Oh, okay. That's a... that's a clock. This is a clock, huh? Getting a combat counter. So 2, 4... No, 1. Can't skip the first one. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. I mean, by the third one, your opponent's probably dead. I wish it had flying. I don't know. I feel like it's a must-answer threat, and I haven't played it before, so... There's 2 midweek magics? Rip. Oh yeah, the Mojave, right, yes. Thank you. Fallout New Vegas. Oh, there is the Fallout set. Isn't there? Yeah, I think I have to... I'm gonna not play Fogbank. Sorry, little buddy. This format doesn't like you. Oh, Magic just doesn't like you anymore. It's okay, though. It's not your fault. I love me a Fogbank. There's also, like, stuff like Gilgamesh actually doesn't care about Fogbank, too, unfortunately. So even at its literal best, it's still just... It's so not great. Oh, it's so rough. It also is a turn. You can't just not do... Hey, it's got rank. We have rank next to our names now? What does that mean? Is it, like, rank for the format? Is this ranked now? No way. No way is this ranked. I'm about to find out. It said I was a diamond player, which I'm not currently that. Let's play this. Yeah, we can block CODIS, I suppose. Yeah, that's true. So, probably a good idea to play more mana. Yeah, let's take the time to do this. Because the sooner the better. This also just sets up future turns more efficiently. Don't you dare swing at me. Toxic. Alright. So, play you... No. We play this because it's just good now as opposed to later. And it's only going to get scarier. Yeah. They, like, have to kill this card. So what do you got? They have to kill this. Look at that. They killed it. We also put a counter on something significant. Look at that. Look at that. We're gaming. Let's play this. Let's play you. I really don't want to play Starting Town. No, I have to. I have to play Starting Town. Okay. I just didn't want my opponent to know my hand is completely awful, but there's no second blue source. What? So block. This must be a sweeper in a black-white Allenger creature beatdown deck. I can survive the first sweeper. Might be harder to survive the second one, though. Okay, that's the sweeper that makes sense, so I can't make fun of him. We draw nothing. Can't cast my commander. Can't do anything. Could I have tapped? No, I couldn't have tapped anything. I don't expect the second sweeper. This one makes sense. I can't make fun of that one. I mean, I can, but that wouldn't be productive. This currently has flash? As long as you control a desert. Correct. Alright, get in there. Oh my goodness, so many triggers, please. Please! Aha! You fool! Yep. I don't think I'm swinging. Crap rotation, exploration. Hexproof from instance. Okay. So we do this. This is flash, right? Yep. So here. And then swing. Because if I do it in a different way, I'm screwed. I have to do it like this. Otherwise they don't block like that. They could just block with their other creatures. Okay, we're gaming. Let's play this. I think I'll play the Zealot as well. Alright, we're in there. We've made contact. We can also make a colossal elemental token. I did not expect the Aether Spark. It's the only thing to attack, sure. Okay, let's, Does it doesn't give trample or anything? No, it doesn't. So... land... Crew is 4. There is no effective attack with my commander. Because the crackback is problematic. Okay, I'm just reading. Yeah, we're still swinging with this. There's no need to activate it before or anything like that. Okay, they let me do this, which I don't agree with. But so be it. I don't really agree with that. Okay, so we just cast this for real? No, we do this. And then this. And have lethal next turn with Craterhoof? This is insane. This is hilarious. I think it's lethal through this card, too. The attack might have been Death Touch? Enabler or something? I'm not sure what that attack is. So... cast you. Crew. Win the game? Nice. Oh, yes. Yes. That's gaming right there. All right. I got my text, so I'll be right back. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Nothing? No toxicity? Alright. I lost all my viewers. Oh no. I directly correlate my self-worth with my view count. And sometimes when I'm not streaming, vodka makes up for it. Tapestry Warden. Had that comment banked up. Had it pre-typed. Format 3/4 vigilance. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power. Oh, just that thing, sure. How many of this is in standard? Okay. That was a game where we survived a sweeper, by the way. Let it be known. Let it be known. Let him hear it one more time in the back. If anything, I want more lands. Power stations permanence. That's so random. I could use that for like Gaia's Cradle. Like you play your commander, you play this, and Gaia's Cradle is suddenly Gaia's Cradle instantly. But I don't even know if I care about Gaia's Cradle in a deck like this. I think it's like quantity of lands, not quality of lands. If anything, I think I got my last basic that game. I got to every single basic land there. I don't know what to take out. This one's kind of lame. We'll take that one out. It feels lame. The 2-mana ones have more toughness anyways, and I don't really care what that thing's doing. Yeah. It also, I think, has Defender, which it's not the biggest deal here. I can obviously get around it, but if I don't have to, then I just don't have to set myself up to worry about it. Well, minerals. They didn't bounce my Lana Rails. Alright, 1 into 3. Who would have guessed? Even in standard. Alright, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, it's got Aegis Turtle in it. You can't mulligan away Aegis Turtle. But you can mill away. Or, I said mole away. Okay. Problems. Problems Aegis Turtle is not here to fix. Alright. If I miss a land again, there's probably lights out. This is where, if it's a top land, you basically just concede the game as well because of that. And is that tapped? It is, of course. Of course! Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? No cam? I was thinking about doing a donation incentive for a face reveal. I was thinking about that. I don't know, I'm on the edge. I might do a face reveal soon, when I get to 2,000 subscribers. But yes, it is markedly larger. Going back and seeing my content from just a couple months ago, I'm like, oh wow. Don't even notice it the day by day, but yeah, it's still got the hair. Worry you not. Okay. That's fine, turn one? No. Let's play this. I do everything in my power to not play Glimpsicore turn 2 if I can help it. What is this? Okay, it's just a Manadork. It's a Manadork I didn't know existed. I mean, it costs 2. I'm sure there's plenty of those. This is not 1 into 3. You can see the colossal difference between that. Let's see. If that's the name of the game, I don't have... Okay, let's play this. Oh, I want Lumra, but I don't have the mana for it. I don't have the mana for it. But it can be... Well, wait. If I draw it next turn... This is a very hard thing to pass up. So... It has been risked. Risked. But I do not have the mana. They railway brawl. Okay, I like this sort of situation we're both having right now. Send a message. Alright, the turtle's in play. It's a 5/9. Probably the only thing in Magic with that exact stat line. But there it is. Oh, I forgot about Arcane Signet. I just completely forgot about Arcane Signet. Maybe it doesn't matter. They said oops, and I'm not sure what happened. Oh, they played them backwards. Ooh, that's a huge oops. Alright, so... You... You... And swing with the turtle. Had to play it in this order, otherwise I can't do the thing. There is no way you just take this. Wow. Do I actually activate? No. Okay, my opponent... Why is beyond their years? I am not going to activate. Okay, fair enough. Let's do that. This is Flash. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't need it, but it is a... It's a very good card. It has haste, which makes it a little bit more impressive than maybe Glimpsicore. Although, I have, like... that already. Alright, another deck that loves creatures but blows them up. This seems to be a recurring thing with Standard. We beat it last time, and I'm currently in a position to do it again. Oh no, my treasure token. Oh wait, no, my Frogify. Okay. Please no removal for the love of everything. Stop having answers to everything, please. That'd be great. That'd be ideal. My opponent played a 7/2. Alright. Neat. This has Vigilance, but I don't think I can cast it. Excuse me, swing. Yeah, there's no way I swing there. Alright, we have yet again the must-answer threat in play, lest my board state become unstoppable. We did it. We did it. Ah, yes. What was that about automatically losing to board wipes? One more time for those in the back. We've had sleepers all day and I'm still winning. Oh, this command is great. This is great. Um... Well, cards are playing themselves. Oh, that's a good card. So I guess I'm not going to cast the shuffle. Could have done that in a more ideal order. But I didn't. And here we are. Okay. A lot of my sequencing here was not ideal. No, we don't need Arcane Signet. It's not necessary. I just... It could easily go in this deck. They just cast Dead Weight for some reason. Well, that makes my play easier. Let's do this. Green. Blue. I'm afraid my opponent is going to fly over my head, and I'm not going to accomplish much. Because that is currently what's happening. Yeah, we're just going to get flown over. I'm just dead in 2 turns with no reach, and my opponent has infinite removal? Alright. Well, just got picked apart 1 card at a time there. I guess sweepers aren't the way to go. Can I do nothing for 2 turns? Maybe specifically against this commander. But who knows? I'm on the play too, so we're gonna try it. I really want to play this now, and I probably will. We're both just doing the same thing. Herp, derp, ignore each other. Cast ramp spells. Like my opponent already has like seven men or something. Oh, okay. Silly me. thought I could play the game. I can swing for 2 and not get blown out of the park. Okay. Sure. I don't know why I got confused there. Alright, well, my opponent did the blue-green thing way better than I did this game, so I don't know if I'm going to amount to see much success here this game. I mean, does casting my commander even matter? I can just do it next turn. I think I just have to do this. I don't know. Let's just do this. We'll just do this. It looks like I'm ahead, but my opponent has a bunch of cards in their hand. So I'm probably not very ahead at all. Surprised I didn't sack the... Just like sack attack the reagent there. Yeah, we're both just doing the same thing, except my opponent just can do it way better than me. Because they're not playing, like, part of the whole clad. Guess it doesn't matter. I can just draw a card. Alright, we drew a card. We did it. It happened. We did the thing. We are so deceptively close to being dead, though. Alright. That's enough for me. Yeah. They're just doing what I'm doing, but way better. Well, it's against Yuna. I don't think I've played against Yuna in Standard yet. I don't think I have. I'm going to assume it just plays all the, like, same exact things. Oh no, they're sweaty too. Tragic. There are a lot of O-rings, and I do not have a lot of naturalizes. Oh look, an O-ring. Wow. During your turn, well, that doesn't help me. I don't think really much helps me here. Do I just play 2 1/4s? Yeah. Well, I'm losing conservatively. Again. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't do much. Play turtle. Play this. Crew. This. Swing with this. Get an island? Yeah, let's get an island. They can't block. Oh, they do block. Really? I feel like theirs is better than mine, but okay, I guess it makes sense. O-ring number 2. Oh, right. Their commander just reanimates stuff. I forgot. My opponent's commander has text on it. Who would have guessed? Alright, it's another game where I'm doing stuff, but my opponent's doing better stuff. That's probably not going to save me, so I'm not gonna put it into play. Opponent mills Overlord. Excellent. Well, everything just came out real nice for that commander. I'm surprised I haven't seen that more than just today. Season of Gathering? Yeah, I guess that's a good thing here. It's not quite farewell, but Yuna can just reanimate them, can it? Like everything I blow up just gets reanimated by something that Season doesn't kill. But it would let me draw... Oh, well... I never said Yuna was unbeatable. I don't remember saying that. I've also beat the best things in the format with weird commanders as well. Land, please? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just try to go into the commander as fast as possible. Does this help me? Does blowing this up matter? I could have played. I don't know. They appear to have a 1-minute spell. I really wish I drew a land. Alright, I can play this, and I don't know what that 1-mana card is, but if it's a swing here. I mean, it could just be the crew activation. It could just be that. Oh, I needed a land there so bad. Menu of combat, other legendaries. Okay. Not the scariest command. It's kind of like the green-white bard class. Oh man, this is a really big conundrum. Oh, I wish they didn't. Alright. I'm taking 6. No! I needed a land again. Alright, wait, I can, alright, this is happening. I can play the World Wagon. I should play the world. I'm not going to crack a clue token, and Overlord can be real later. Let's get a green source, and then it doesn't have a haste. I'm not... Oh, well, I just can't swing. Alright, if I swing with that swings there with haste. We have this, so ideally we're in one-shot territory. Oh. Really? I mean, I was definitely winning on board, I feel, at this point. But I'm not sure if I swing. Is this a legendary? It's not. So if I swing, they can't crew and block this as like a 7/7. It's weird to give this counters and then it flips and it doesn't do anything. Okay. Interesting game. It was looking kind of sketchy there. How many cards draw off, or how many cards does it work with? It works with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and this one doesn't matter. So it only works with 5. I'm only casting this if I'm winning, assumingly. Presumably. Beanstalk draws like basically nothing. It draws off the commander. I have survived scenarios where I've cast my commander more than once, So I don't know if I like Beanstalk here. I'd also have to get rid of a card just for this like 2-mana Elvish Visionary that will draw a second card later, and sometimes more than that. But obviously going Beanstalk into Overlord is really nice. Like turn 2 and 3. Draw 3, discard 1, and then it's a weird thing at the top end. I guess. I'm not really concerned about more 6-drops. The 4-mana side is interesting, though, maybe. Although I'm mostly tapping out on my turn every turn, so I don't know if I like the adventure. Oh, they're not called adventures. They're called omens. They're called omens. Card draw's not really part of my... It's not an issue so far. And I'm sure there's scarier 6-drops. Does it flash? It doesn't, huh? Do I have... No, I don't. Archdruid's Charm might be the card draw slash... Archdruid's Charm's kind of doing everything that this deck wants to do. It also finds Craterhoof Behemoth. So when it comes to card draw, I'd probably go in that world. Because the conundrum of drawing 10 cards, but they're mostly just random 1/4s and whatnot is like... I'm kind of looking for specific things. I like Archdruid's Charm. It is... Oh yeah, I was about to say, is it in Standard? I didn't even think of that. Yeah, it's that set. It's that set. You run the charm? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's card selection. It has a removal clause, a naturalized clause, and it's a ramp spell. So it's sort of doing everything I want. Raw card draw, I don't feel is super crucial because a lot of the cards in this deck are very similar, right? So if I draw 3 cards and 2 of them are just these, it's... Card advantage is not the primary thing. I mean, getting this in play and having that be the card draw is kind of... Just like the other commanders we've played in Standard so far, the card advantage is just in the command zone already. So it saves room in your deck for other things. Now, the reagent does do other things. But if I can avoid playing something like that for some more efficient stuff. Card selection, though. Specifically finding Craterhoof every time I'm going to win a game is... like we're in a gummed up game state. This is ideal. Yeah, drew 20 with the Mythic Turtle. still need... I need to take a card out. So this is, funny enough, a must-enter threat. It really is scary. It makes me wonder if Mossborn Hydra is a thing that we can play here. We do play a lot of lands. I could try to shave one of these random 4 toughness things. Like, which one is the most do nothing? 7 or more lands. Fine. Sack this, draw. Attack, scry. This one swaps out, but it's got vigilance. Exile is the greatest mana value among other artifacts. Alright, this is almost always just going to be a 0/4. Sometimes it's larger, but that one's probably the raw 0/4. Yeah, let's maybe just take one of these out and see what happens. Though, to be fair, I have had a healthy count of those every game. It is something that I haven't thought about, is trying to discount my commander. It's not been part of my issues to, like, solve. I don't like this diamond ranked thing. Oh, maybe the diamond rank is... No, I was going to say maybe it's about, like, your commander puts you in a rank. Like, you know what bracket you're in with that rank thing, instead of it being a rank system. It's like, oh, your commander's... Oh, that's kind of a cool way to do it. Oh, man. Now I'm gonna complain about that forever. Wait, rather than play random defenders, play 1/3 mana dorks? Yeah, it's effectively the same. It's effectively the same, you're right. Slightly less toughness doesn't really egregiously offend my commander, so yeah, that's true. We can see if there's some swaps. Like, even if it has 2 toughness, the fact that it taps for other cards is very valuable. Fortunately, I did not need land anywhere else, otherwise we'd be rather upset. We'd be rather upset. Yeah, I think the diamond thing is just a visual bug. Or something, I don't know. Who knows? Alright. We played that, and then we drew something. Alright, come on, Ouroborid. It's a red-green deck. There's literally no way that they can do anything. It's just not possible. Like, it's actually illegal. You can't have cards here. Oh, we can surveil. It's just like the starfish. Wait, is the starfish in standard? Man, I can't wait to get soloed by Traveling Chocobo. I can't wait. It's so exciting. I'm not going to block it, so I'll just take my whatever. Starfish too good for standard, yeah. Opponent's doing the old LARP. They're acting like they weren't going to do this if I didn't block or did. Like, you still have to crack this. That's a card. It has text on it. It can block. This doesn't have trample. It gives me mana. It's doing everything I want to do. So this is always happening. I could just play this here. Could just play... Oh, I cannot. Haha. For I am a fool. This is permanent. It's not on curve, though. Okay, I think it's ideal to continuously put creatures in play that will grow endlessly, as opposed to not doing that. And no attack. Alright. This doesn't continuously double or anything, the Traveling Chocobo. It doesn't have trample, it doesn't fly. Summon Fenrir could have just blocked it for free. Well, there goes my infinite scaling, of course. I've noticed right-click has been bugged, too. Like, it won't remove certain cards off the screen for some reason. That's been happening a lot more. Well, when in doubt, surveil. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't play both of these. Okay. I don't have a good attack. Yeah, I don't have a good attack, so let's just do this. What does this do? Flashback, mountain, okay. There's still no attack here. I can just block this. I can recast my commander. Yeah, there's no... This block doesn't add up to me. We'll see what it is, though. Like, by all means, cast a burn spell. I can literally recast this. Alright, not quite a burn spell. Effectively the same thing, though. Tap land, not really what I'm looking for. I'm not even really sure what I'm looking for. We should play this with that summon Fenrir. But I don't think I'm going to do that. So. Okay, talking about booties. Talking about butts. Alright, we're in there. We have the flyer. Opponent doesn't. We can swing for 6. No, they can just block with their commander, which for some odd reason... Oh, right. I was about to say, they can swing with it, but they haven't been swinging, so I block it, but it doesn't do damage. Yeah, I don't want them to give them... I really do not want my opponent to get their commander back. Because they'll start actually drawing cards. Blocking with the Fenrir is free this turn, because it's going to die anyways. What's the bottom part? Draw a card if you control the creature of the greatest power. Well, that's not happening. I'm not even sure you're supposed to stack it all on the same creature. I don't really agree with that. I think they should be spreading these counters. They seem to be vastly more productive. They also shouldn't attack. There's no reason to attack here, because I have a free block. You just don't have to do this. Might as well keep it untapped. And that's only for this exact turn as well. Okay, fortunately I do have 2 blue mana. So let's go ahead and draw 4 cards. Let's go ahead and not do that other line of text. Okay, so we found the inevitable. And I've got nothing else to do, so... This will kill my opponent. Even though I have to block effectively. There is no... Yeah, okay, there's nothing to do here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. I have to block this. I'm going down 1 creature. Is 3 creatures enough to kill my opponent? I am in the Abyss. This will continuously force blocks. So unless I play 2 creatures a turn, waiting isn't doing anything. Alright, they're finally actually spreading tokens around. Or counters. Not ideal for us. We could just actually naturalize this. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. Because everything else this card does doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's get rid of this. I wish I did it earlier. But 2 counters on the 5/3s doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that. Fortunately, I didn't get blown out by that. I can just recast my commander again? So I suppose I can block it? Oh, okay. Maybe... If they're gonna pass up the value, we just chump with that. Yep. Seems like a good idea. That's another creature. It lines up well with my hand. Okay. So, play you. We just want critical mass. Play you. Play you. Yep, just want critical mass. That's all we're looking for. Okay. Doesn't matter. Ghost Vacuum, that's kind of nuts. Also, my opponent might actually have most of the lands out of their deck by now. I'm not sure Tannic does anything. Alright. They didn't do anything. This is lethal. Nice. Alright, yeah. Traveling Chocobo got immeasurable value there with the counters. Played some lands off the top of the deck as well. But it doesn't have trample. Right? It doesn't have flying or anything, so it's just going to do that. If this... I mean, to be fair, I might not have even had to have done this. I don't know what else did Archduke's Charm really going to do, but... Yeah. One could argue because the exact thing happened... Well, okay, that math doesn't matter. I was going to say those 2 bird tokens might still be untapped and blocking because that... could have died before they got counters and they didn't have an attack or something, but there's still way too much stats on the Craterhoof Behemoth. Right. I mean, it's +7/+7, so 49 plus whatever's currently in play, and 18/24... Yeah, it's not even close. Alright. Yeah, we just shut down their commander the whole game. That was the biggest deal. I didn't really appreciate my hand. I just sort of kept it. Does it matter? Let's play that one. They're both kind of this. Oh, I forgot to look at mana dorks. Whoops. Oh, next game. This is a game where I wish they were mana dorks, that's for sure. Healer's Hawk. Huh? Oh yeah, birds. Oh boy. 6/6 it is. Get in there. Get in there. I've also been not drawing my 4th land a lot. I've noticed that. There's some pretty scary things in Bant as well here. I've also noticed people have suddenly started to fly over me a lot. Like a lot of games in a row are just dealing with flyers. Yeah, this is not looking great here. They have a spell too. Oh yeah, alright, I'm over it. Not even gonna waste my time. I can cast my commander next turn, but I missed a land drop. That's by far the most relevant thing that happened that game. It's happened a few times now so far. There's more lands in this one than there are any other deck I've played in Standard. So, such is RNG, I guess. Alright, what are the mana dorks? What do we have? What do we have? Ah, yes, the situational blue ones. Excellent. Yeah, Druid could just be better than that one. It's effectively the same thing. This one is better than... Man, not only is this an improvement to the deck, this is like a really significant one. This is a very, very significant. Wow. Keep the 5. You can go... There's another one? Oh my goodness. The treasure token's funny. This one's also funny. But these are just better. They're just better. What about you? Cast your first human. What about that? Yeah, the 2 toughness ones, if I don't have to play them, I won't. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably better. It's probably just better. Okay, I think I got all of them. Oh, even Gene Pollinator's got a little booty going on. Little cake action. Look at that. What about you? Add mana equal to this thing's power. Huh. We do scale our own creatures. We could, like... Well, no, I guess. Without... Was it Ouroborid? Boroid? It's not going crazy. But it could go crazy with Ouroborid. I don't know what it is about this card, but it makes me uncomfortable that it's green. As like any spacefaring green creature is just creepy. Like it's the most unnatural thing. Like why is it green? What about you? Forage, add 2. Search library for a squirrel. Well, that's not going to work out. This can technically be more than 2. It scales itself as well. Okay. Yeah, it scales on its own. Which means it can, like, bank power for my commander. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, I like that more than the other artifact wall. Gleaming Barrier. Unfortunately, this has to die to get the value. And when it dies, I lose value because it's not in play to discount my commander. And it's not like mana dorks are ever bad in any conceivable way. This one, too. Wow. Alright, I think I have enough of them. I don't have to go crazy. Alright, I feel like that is almost a direct upgrade that I'm surprised I hadn't considered. Wow. 1/3s that tap for mana are doing the same thing, except they help with other cards. That's quite significant. I know they have to tap to equate to the same thing on the turn you cast your commander, but that's really not a big deal. I wish this commander had like some kind of hexproof or something. Though hexproof is probably just always problematic. Loot, not ideal. Is it the weird loot? It is. Ugh, alright, I can't keep that. Didn't you have to use to manually target people with Lush Oasis? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. That's right, you respect my cards. Or not. Alright, well, I don't have any counter spells, so this doesn't matter. I don't have this card. I don't have that one. Alright, the blue-green situation is happening again. Every time we're against a blue-green opponent, they just do what we want to be doing, just way better. This is no exception. I'm just losing here on all fronts. I can crew and get mana. And I will. If I was going to die this turn, I probably wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it. They could block. Oh, they just didn't block. Alright, they didn't even hesitate. Didn't even hesitate. They could have put the herd on their commander, right? Oh, no, power 4 greater. Never mind. I'm going to just gamble that this matters. So, we're gambling. They can do it anyways, but at least it might not do anything for the rest of the game. There's not a lot of flicker effects in stuff. So. I can crew and then discount my commander. Oh boy. That's a card, I guess. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad here. I can't even swing. Alright, problems. Problems that my opponent is not done making. There's no way you have a counterspell. It's literally illegal. How do you have a counterspell here? What? Here and here. Oh, I'm still dead. No. Yeah. All right. My opponent again, just doing what I'm doing, but better. That's all. Blue green. We got out blue greened. I thought I had it for a second. Stop shuffling cards too. I never think about that. Although to be fair, I've been pretty good with it. What is this? Blue-white stuff. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's just blue-white counterspell stuff. Alright. Archdruid's Charm for a land. Seems like a good idea. To me. Could get a creature, such as, but not limited to, Overlord. Yeah. Okay. I'm not able to respect anything, so. I would much prefer Overlord be a non-creature here because we're up against specifically what we're up against. I'll play this Surveil land here. Okay, I'm now noticing my opponent's mana base is a bit obscene. Can I swing? No, I can't. They can make a fish. Alright. What does my opponent's mana base tell us? What does that mean? I'm a bit confused. I don't know what Demolition Field's doing in this kind of deck. Beginning your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand, or okay. I mean, this is like, from my understanding, a truly awful mana base so far. But maybe they just got egregiously unlucky. Which I'd say is quite likely. My hand is just awful. I wasn't trying to count. I should have counted my mana. I thought I could just... I played it on tap land to see if it would work. It didn't. Are you kidding me? So... This is spammable. This is attempt number 1. This doesn't really matter, so I'm not going to worry about it. I could have played it just to stop my opponent's commander the second time, because Lord knows the first wash away isn't going to do anything. Alright, I'm over it. I drew nothing but lands that time. Infinite lands there, but every other game I've drawn no lands. Excellent. I swear the land mechanic in this game is just like the biggest headache. It's like the one primary unstoppable, unavoidable issue of this game is the land system. It's just so frustrating. There's like nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. it's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. I lost to an awful mana base because my mana base was nothing but mana. That's it. It's nothing but lands. I drew all lands and my opponent drew terrible lands. And that dictated the entire game. That's sure what happened there. 1 mana red spell. Doesn't cast it. Oh my goodness. What could it be? Two mana spell. Oh my goodness. Look at all these forests. Oh yes. Alright, unfortunately for my opponent, I have this well covered here. We can also play the turtle. Oh, we can't do both. This is too good though. You know what? Oh no, that is so tragic. Why are you double blue? You're dumb. Whatever, I'm casting it. Fight me. You literally can't have that double black edict that makes a wizard, to which I would almost lose on the spot. Specifically that card. Alright, they don't have it. Can I untap with the 5/9 once, please? One time? Just one time? That's all I ask. It's not asking for much. Sure. We did it for gaming. Gaming? You're gonna kill your own commander? Oh. Okay. That's fine. I thought they were just gonna kill their own commander there. Which is, arguably somewhat valid there. My commander is easily killed, but it's easily recastable, so... Not tapping the 3/2. What's that about? To the space land there. Whoa. Alright. Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I think the wizard is more valuable than the 3/2, I guess. Alright. Unfortunately, our opponent knows how to play the game. And I don't have lethal here, so... they can just block anything I do. I will... This is effectively the same. No, it's not. Alright. Turtle. This sets up a thing here. Take 5. Okay. $10. Okay. Ideally, that last card isn't exactly what you need. Okay, it doesn't look like it is. Alright, no instance. We just win. Close. Very close. They were right to sack their creature to make a 0/1 there. And if I didn't stop their commander, we were screwed. But they would need specifically a burn spell. 3 cards is only 15 damage. It looks like we only had 2. So, yeah, they would need another one that deals damage to me to actually kill me here. And we had it. Neat. I wonder if that commander's pretty solid in Standard, because a lot of the burn spells are playable, right? Like, you can play every single spell that deals damage. You can't really do that in Historic. This is the most insane mana base. I'm on the draw against a black-white beatdown deck. Correct. So... I won't be doing anything for 1, 2, 4 turns. Wait, boom, boom. Yeah, that doesn't... That... I would need to draw a land. That matters. We're on the draw with the Surveil. Alright. The hand went from, like, probably unplayable to has text. Sometimes you just gotta risk it when you're against an aggro deck. Such as, but not limited to, my opponents. Let's play the Mana Dork, because I would actually like to draw this. So you and you. I can pick up the Surveil land, because it's not tapped. This is interesting, not necessary. Commander, basically castable out of hand at this point. From my hand, I mean. I don't need this 1/3 here. Well, the more removal, the less creatures. So. I don't know why they didn't wait. They milled that thing. They could have just waited on that. Yeah, they could have played a creature first and then triggered it a second time. So, a bit of a missequence, I think. So, we play you, Commander, and then Wagon? I'll keep the land in my deck. I'm gonna keep the land in my deck. Second blue source is ideal. I have plenty of green, but I'm gonna need more green. Let's just take the blue source though. That way I can't be like my commander's ability isn't gone if I lose my mana dorks. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies. Okay. Not quite as aggressive as I thought it would be, but it's doing the thing it wants to. Nonetheless. It's not quite like Sephiroth. Also, they're one away from the speed, so they're not getting zombies yet. But they're one removal spell away from getting it anyways. 1/3 Death Touch. Deals combat damage if you've committed crime, sack it, tutor. Alright, I remember that card. Enduring Innocence is soloing me so far, though. That is easily recastable. Cool looking tokens. They look exactly like the Sand Warrior tokens of that Arabian Nights legend or whatever. That makes Sand Warrior tokens. Okay, so stopping my opponent's commander seems interesting. I can play this first. Play this. Crew is 4. Should I shut down my opponent's commander? I don't know. Let's lead with this. And see where we go from there. I feel as though I don't quite care about my opponent's commander. You should sack the token to Surveil. Opponent does not do that. Let's... There's no reason to make a move at instant speed or anything. Okay, they sacked Anafenza. I did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, let's do this now. Okay, another black-white creature deck with war wipes. Man, the player base cannot help themselves, I swear. Standard players can't help themselves. Of course, of course, of course. When in doubt, draw lands. Oh wait, there's more. So now I lose my World Wagon. It's actually insane how many people are doing this. This looks like a scenario in which it will win as well. Mostly just Endure into Innocence, though. I didn't say they're not an issue. I said I'm not worried about them. Which is still true. Let's play this. Put this on their commander. If it matters, it probably doesn't. Also, I straight up lost to Enduring Innocence. Their commander, like the sweeper's not what cost me the game no longer. It's just that they drew 5 cards a turn. I just can't keep up with it. Like, even if they didn't sweep the board, I'm just getting outdrawn so hard here. Can I swing and live? No. Can I? What would swinging even accomplish? 4. Discount it by 4. Okay. Yeah, we just trampled here. Just got totally trampled. Totally trampled. I guess it's an aristocrat deck. I guess that's fair. It's not quite like the creature beatdown thing I thought it was, but it still was. It still was that. Alright, first time for everything. A creature deck that won after a Cast a Sweeper. World first. We saw it. Live action. Another blue-green deck, by the way. Can I cast my thing and not lose? About to find out. We're about to find out. That is a thing, sure. Let's cast the mana stuff. Yeah, we'll do this. So far, we're doing the blue-green thing better. I'm not going to swing, because I feel like there's something going... Okay, that's what's going on. Power level's higher on the West Coast? Well, time difference. So, like, the player base at that time in the day is different, if that makes sense. Let's play this. Oh, wait! I did it. I could have played both. Oh my goodness. I forgot this was colorless. Oh, I forgot. Alright, no commander this turn. Fortunately, my commander can't swing anyways. So all we really did was, Well, wait a minute. It helps untap the turtle. It helps untap the turtle. So this, I can't say is, like, objectively a terrible decision or something. That is objectively a terribly scary card, and I don't want to lose to it, so... Okay, yeah, this way, we sequenced it so we could just untap with our turtle faster. That's what we did. They also, fortunately, just committed Sudoku on that, so they can't blow up the thing anymore. I don't really care about the 6-6 being in play right now. I don't need that. Commander can target itself. I have not done that yet. Opponent mills an island. You got it. Alright. I lost the 5-9. Guess it's a good thing I didn't play the 6-6 here. Play... you? Yeah, we'll play more stats. Instead of, like, this. It makes the clue token free, right? Yeah, just do whatever I want. Oh, is this an artifact? It is. I can blow that up. Do I care? Not really. I'll target it. That's a cool card. The only place I've seen this is in Legacy. That's neat. I think Stock Up just, like, straight up replaced this. Actually. Oh, did it? That might not be true. It does trigger, Beanstalk. For Beanstalk decks. Stock Up doesn't. Alright, they're back to doing the blue-green thing. How unfortunate. Swing... There's no real reason to cast my commander. I have a flashing threat. I can just do that instead. Can I cast this first? Yep. I can cast my commander next turn. This helps play around a sweeper as well. Or another sweeper, which at this point might not even be likely. My opponent also can't actually reanimate anything significant with their commander. As it stands. They don't even care. They just windmill slam. Sure. So, cast my commander. Sack the one of my creatures to trigger the commander. They can't block the Battle Worm. There's an argument I could have just swung with just the Battle Worm because of that. No lands in my graveyard. Still just the best thing to do. It's not even close. Acting like it matters. Other things matter here. Alright, I didn't mill Craterhoof Behemoth specifically. We lost these though. Still no exceptionally terrifying thing out of the graveyard. Okay, not what I expected, but makes sense to me. Let's swing with cards. Excellent. Let's play as non-committal to the board as possible. Let's leave up other stuff. Let's get rid of... I value lands more than random creatures here. I could have probably discarded one land, but most of those cards are pretty similar. Okay. Please blow up my commander, please. Oh. Huh. I see. Is that lethal? How much mana do I have? 14, 15. Just putting more stats into play. Okay, there we go. Just wanted more creatures. Nice. Get me it. I don't even think I needed to do the Piranha thing there. If they had an extra 9, they're still super, super dead, yeah. I mean, I didn't know this was going to show up there, but... Cool. Look at that. Yeah, we just out-blue-green somebody for the first time. This is insane, but it makes sense with this. It's kind of cool. I love this, but it is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Yeah, we didn't get soloed by Ice Till and recovered from a board wipe, but this is a deck that, after it sweeps, doesn't, like, magically develop 15 points of creature power like the aggro decks that, like, sweepers do for some reason. So... Game would have been different if I committed the 6/6. Would have been very different. I wonder if Sin is just better than Muldrotha, which saddens me greatly. But it might be. You don't have to spend mana to activate. But the downside is just random. It costs 1 more. Sorry, I was looking at my phone for a second. Texting while streaming. I don't know why that's so funny. It's not even that funny. It just made myself laugh. Let's do this. Oh, let's actually do this. It's like kind of the same, except I put stats in play. Oh, I'm playing against Ujin. I didn't even see. Alright, what are our outs? Do we have outs? Does anything matter? Do we have hope? What's the hope look like? I can never hit my opponent. I don't have any colorless cards. I have negate. I can negate. Does that matter? We're losing. That... I mean, okay. I think we're doomed. Gotta go good stream, no you. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, they named Gnome instead of Golem. That's funny. Probably a little bit of a mistake there. Misclick. Okay, so I can cast my cards, and then I can lose the game. So I'm going to send the snooze emote, and then I'm going to concede. I fundamentally cannot do anything, so... Even if I had my negate, it wouldn't do anything. Well, assuming my opponent knew what they were doing, it wouldn't do anything. Which was if they exiled my 0/6 instead of my commander. Although that still doesn't... Because they have a... No, yeah, maybe I'm dead even if they didn't cast it. Alright, yeah, never mind. Negate wouldn't save me. There's no scenario. I was trying to find one, but it doesn't exist. How important is it that I win this? I wonder. Do I cast? Yeah, we cast this. 4. Cast that. It's not enough. Okay. First, my opponent has the literal perfect opener, as is tradition. Of course they do. Let's stop that. And then play you. It's like literally the best card in the deck. And it enters, put a counter on stuff. Sure. Can still swing with the voice. Might as well. In case this dies, it gives me stuff. It leaves something behind. That's why I like it here. I need something significant off the top, I feel. This looks like Get Lost. I'm gonna bet you this is a Get Lost here. Oh, it's, I guess a little bit better than Get Lost. Oh, it was get lost. Anyways, of course. Do I block in trade? I think I do at this point. I will. Wonder if my opponent was surprised at this or not. I think I have to do this at this point. I don't like doing it, but I'm just getting thrashed, so... Let's do this and that. That's an interesting one. I don't know if it changes really anything we're doing. I'm gonna keep it. Because I know the top card, I will not surveil or use the map tokens. I was about to say, did they just flicker it and not kill it? That's insane. Do you even need to crew this? Like, is it that crucial? It's just a 3/5, right? Making it a creature could actually be, like, a bad idea. Okay. I'm not saying it is, but it could backfire tremendously. I mean, at this point, you might as well... Wait, what? Okay. Let's play you. I can... Well, this draws cards all the same, so I'll just lead with this. Yeah, it draws cards all the same, right? That's fine, because I just go right through it. Put the trigger there. And then we can tap this on that. I don't want Asia's turtle, I'll tell you that much. Tap this there. I don't want that. Alright. And then swingies? Do I swing with just... Yeah, I can't swing with the wall. What am I talking about? It's a wall for a reason. Alright, so their commander has the Vindicate thing going currently. But I have this specific board state, and my opponent's in top deck mode. I like to see that attack, so I don't want that. Is there any merit in upkeep surveilling? I think there is. The 0-6 on defense not mattering much. Okay. I did my best. So, attacks with you, that's a 4-4, 3-3. You and you. And you. Okay. Yep, that works. We like this. Investing mana in the wall just doesn't feel good because I have to invest before I see what doesn't get blocked or whatever. So I just don't like that here. Alright, double activate to kill the voice, because it's probably a really good idea to kill the voice, unfortunately. Oh! It doesn't work that way. Oh my goodness, it doesn't work. Okay, whoops. I just effectively threw. Alright, I threw. I'm sorry. I just threw. Dang it. That's frustrating. I thought I was gonna trade. Okay, well they didn't put the other counter, 1/1 counter inside of combat. Okay, they didn't Alpha Strike me. Sure. I feel like I might have done that. Let's do this. Do I do it to my commander? No. Swing with these two. Block, block. Okay. Did not expect that. I did not at all expect my opponent to give me that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I can play just creatures. I have 6 mana. No, I have 7. Should play creatures here. And then get rid of starting town. Okay. I feel like that was not supposed to happen. Okay. Discard 2, sure. Still dying to the flyer. I could have played Lumra, but then I'd be tapped out, and that seems way too reckless. You just have to go to 4 here. Lumra is a giant blocker. It does do that. I think I can play Orb... Oh, I should have played it with the wolf. Ooh, wow. Actually, just throwing. Should have played it with the wolf. Oh, we won! Oh my goodness. Oh, despite my best efforts, we won the game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, giant reaching blocker, so they're stonewalled from that now. It really depends on that one turn where I tapped pretty low and messed up the activations. That's really the big turn there, but we just started to turn it around. I mean, look at our mana base, the power of blue-green. They didn't beat us to death. This is literally the best card in this commander. I just finished playing this. Like, if you have this on turn 2, it's amazing, and here it was being absolutely amazing. I couldn't really deal with it. They also dealt with my Frogifies. I called out the Get Lost. I didn't expect that. Yeah, we beat sort of the best pieces of this commander, which is a really good sign here. Like, this is incredibly good. There's not a lot of this effect, which makes it useful. Like, really good here. Very good removal. Like, yeah, they kind of just had the best cards in this commander, so crazy game to win, despite my best efforts. Yeah. What's the rest of the turn look like? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. We have 11 mana. So I cast this. This should have had a counter on it from the wolf. So it would have started at 2. It doesn't really change much if everything is +1/+1 or +2/2. It doesn't really change much. But I did miss it. I'm always leaving up negate, no matter what. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I probably clue token. Okay, yeah, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't believe flashing this in matters too much. I don't know, maybe I do, because I am at the point in which I would start to really want to do a massive attack. And it's never bad to leave up instants. So 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just these 3 then? Okay. Yeah, we were looking at the strip mine crop rotation. It's crop rotation and exploration, which are the 2 that are exceptionally insane. That I'm quite surprised that are in the game at this point. But Historic Brawl is just timeless at this point. It's actually more competitive than... Actually, I should do a little talk about that. I should just do a talk... I'm probably done anyways, but let me bring those cards up. So we have Exploration, and we have Crop Rotation, which would go right into Azusa. Alright, yeah, these 2 cards, for anybody who's not keeping up with everything ever, which is impossible, so I don't blame you, but now we have Exploration with the new Anthology set. There's Noble Hierarch as well, as another notable one, but the 2 big ones are Exploration and Crop Rotation. You don't have to be Bant, right, because Noble Hierarch can't go into something like Azusa, because it's Bant. That's why it is not as egregious. Otherwise, it would be. It would actually be stronger if it only tapped for green, or said any color or whatever, but it doesn't. So, but yeah, crop rotation for strip mine is now a thing, and exploration is effectively just a better version of Azusa, right? I mean, this card is absolutely insane. It's better than burgeoning, and burgeoning is insane. So, as you can imagine, this is ridiculous. Just to take note of those, so this is now a thing. This card could single-handedly push the format towards like the same 5-ish commanders, and they would be like a new... This might sound weird, but cards like this can effectively shift what is a heavily played strategy so much that it can change the entire landscape of what like bracket 5 is, or Hell Q, let's say, or really just anything. But let's just say the most competitive things, because at this point, Historic Brawl is so insane that it kind of rivals CEDH. Not all the way. We don't have, like, Demonic Consultation Thassa's Oracle yet. But, you know, the stuff like that is... things like this can push what is considered the best strategies ever. Like, oh, it used to be Teferi and Scythus and stuff. Well, like, now Scythus is no longer the most insane thing, or Keenan, let's say, because you can just crop rotate strip mine spam, and then all strategies must, like, come prepared for that style thing. So we'll see what happens. But no, Ranked Brawl didn't get added. You just randomly see a rank next to your name when you queue, but there's no actual rank. It would be nice if that rank that you saw did, like, tell you what bracket. Maybe there was, like, a number next to your deck when you hit the Q buttons. Like, oh, I'm in 4. And then you just know. That would be kind of neat. Or they numbered cards for the format. Like, they should try that. They invented the bracket system, so why not implement it here? I don't have necessarily a problem with game changers and stuff. It would be just nice, because then I could play Historic Brawl, and if you have no game changers in your deck, you don't see strip mines, right? Because strip mines like a game changer. So that would be kind of a really cool idea. At this point, Historic Brawl either needs that, or people are just going to play something else because they don't want to play Legacy, right? Vintage. So sometimes it's closer to Vintage than Legacy. We're blowing up basic lands. We're not blowing up non-basics. Okay, I'll find it eventually. Yeah, we're blowing up lands, right? If this was wasteland, completely different. Everything I said doesn't matter. This blows up basic lands. So that changes how people must approach the format. But just something to say. All right, rambled long enough. I didn't even talk about my deck yet. Okay, so this strategy is hilarious. It's fun to play, too, I must admit. I just like playing this commander. You just do things, and they either work or they don't. I don't like counterspells. Sweepers are kind of lights out, but also there's a lot of situations where that's just the case for most commanders, so you either respect sweepers and try to beat them, or just move on to the next game. It's not ranked or anything. And that is to be saying that I also did still just beat sweepers about the same amount that I lost to them. So you can either try to play around them heavier and win a little bit less against everything else, or just have a 50-50 that you beat them anyways. I saw a bunch of creature-heavy decks cast sweepers and then lose after they swept their own board. It's like, oh, you're losing because your opponent has a better board state. If you sweep the board and you can't rebuild, which most of the time, you know, both of us are staring at each other because there's no more creatures and we're, like, slowly rebuilding. You didn't pull ahead, really, and you're just like, oh no, I'm losing. Let me just... The nuclear option doesn't save you as a beatdown deck. Wrath of God in your mono-white weenie deck, or your Heir Apparent deck, doesn't save you. You just swept your board. Like, it doesn't save you. That's just funny. But anyways, there are other quote-unquote the blue-green thing to do. There's, like, better commanders for that, but you can sort of lean in more on that than maybe I was. Someone in chat, thankfully, said that, like, these are effectively the same as the 0-4s we were playing, but they also tap for mana for other cards. I don't know, when I played this the first time in Historic Brawl, I thought that way. I think I did. I'll have to look at my list, actually. But this is effectively the same thing. It just has to tap itself to add the 4th mana for this, the discount, effectively. But then it lets me cast everything else in my deck. So these are just way better than the 0-4s. And that's what I ended up doing. Way, way better. I'm actually surprised my brain didn't go in that direction. The attacking via toughness thing. Like, if you poke your opponent with this and draw 3 cards for 4 mana, you're not really upset with that. It's effectively just casting Harmonize, or for you boomers out there, Concentrate. Harmonize is the one in Magic Arena. I don't think we have Concentrate, but this is blue. But yeah, so this is good. Card draw, just like the other commanders we played in Standard, it's in the command zone, so I didn't really feel like I wanted to have a bunch of card draw in my deck. right? The card draw I did have was like card selection or tutor effects, like Archdruid's Charm, because it's like in a gummed up board state or something like that. It's just ideal to try to always find the explosive haha I win card, as opposed to just drawing 3 more 1/3s that don't do much. So the card draw in the deck is a little bit better to be tailored towards specific things like mana, which is, you know, always make an exception for stuff like this and whatnot. I actually really like this. Oh, where is it? I really like this card. When you get to flash it in, it's just so satisfying. It is a rampant growth out of the graveyard too, if you mill it with Lumina or something. I mean, you've already cast Lumina, so I don't know what the rampant growth is doing, but this card is just so satisfying. Nobody's going to respect it. You just throw it into play out of nowhere and like, oh, that just happened. And this is a must-answer threat. So Mossborn Hydra kind of logic. You just play it and set it and forget it. Your opponent is going to die to this if they don't kill you soon. And every time I played this, it was killed. So if you're interested in must-answer threat stuff, I'd say this is nice. Ice-Till Explorer could have probably been in here. There's not a lot of ways to have fetch lands be exceptionally strong, but you can get the chain going because Ice-Till mills upon lands being played. I will say in a blue-green 60-card deck, it is not free to mill cards. You can effectively mill away something that was extremely crucial to winning a given game. If you're in a very gummed up board state and you're not able to draw anymore because you have like 20 cards left, or let's say you have 12 cards left in your deck, and you've milled a bunch and you now know you're not drawing to Craterhoof because it got milled, it's not free to just mill with Ice-Till Explorer. I've seen people mill game-winning cards into the graveyard and have no way to get to them. So it's something to concern yourself with. I wouldn't say we ever got to any games that we went into decking, but that is another thing that can kind of happen, but you shouldn't respect decking. I mean, the game is going to get decided usually way before that, but sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, if I milled this, I'd feel kind of bad. And milling isn't 100% free. That is saying Ice-Till Explorer is obviously still very good. So there is that. Riddler, yeah, that's the Quantum Riddler. That's another one you could probably put in here. I don't own that one. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Yeah, Quantum Riddler. The thing that everyone's playing in, I think, Modern, right? Not Legacy. I watch a bunch of Modern Legacy. Yeah, it's Modern. I think this sees a bunch of play everywhere. It's okay here, right? I mean, it's okay. It's got a lot of toughness. You can warp it and then effectively discount your commander by 4 the turn you warp it, and then maybe it does something. I don't know. It's not necessary, I'd say, but it is a card I would probably sprinkle into decks had I owned it, but I'm not going to craft it. As a free-to-play player, the Mythics are kind of dedicated to the command zone, unless it's a very exceptional case. But all in all, I like this strategy. It's fun to play. It's just kind of cool. Counter spells, you don't feel like you have to play the best 10 counters in the format or whatever. It's 60 cards, right? I didn't really even feel like I needed Negate. It could have probably been Long River's Pull or something. If you maybe just want 2 or 3 counters, you don't need any. I did feel like a lot of the times I'm tapping out on my own turn, because that's what green likes to do anyways. So leaving up this is not free, and if you do leave up mana, your opponent might respect said left up mana, and then you get a suboptimal counterspell because now they're respecting counterspells. So it's not just like, haha, I countered their thing that's like a game changer. Your opponent might not just cast it into your open mana anyways. So, yeah. But cool strategy. Very fun. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment,